Hello, I'm Boone and welcome to episode 10, season 10 of Real Oviedo. But there's a twist. We are no longer on FM23. I'm using that brand new feature where you can transfer an older save onto FM24 to wrap up this series, because I did promise I'd do a season 10 and just see how it works, transferring my old save to the new game, because obviously we've never been able to do that, and I've been moaning about that ever since I come on YouTube. So it's nice that it's finally here. So as always, thanks for joining me. If you're returning, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you do the good stuff. Hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new, hit that bell, and you'll never miss anything I do, like my brand new series, which will be coming out very soon actually. Now I'm filming this on a Monday, but I actually wrapped this up midway through Saturday. Bashed it out, couldn't stop playing the new game. It was very exciting. Rushed through it really, to be fair. And then starting my new series, which I'm hoping will be out in the next day or two, because I just can't stop playing the new game. Now, there will be a few things you'll see, obviously, in this episode. I'm not going to give my full review of my early thoughts of FM24 until my new series. I might mention a few things, but we'll talk about that more there. This, really, is just to wrap up Real Oviedo. One last crack at the Champions League. So let's get into it. So then, transferring your save is really easy. If you've still got FM23 loaded in, you just get the option to start the save and it just transfers it all over. Now, the only thing it doesn't transfer over is your logo and your kit packs and everything, so I've done that myself. But if you're wondering, right, so all your name fixes from FM23, like the Man United and Roma, so on and so on, because they were locked into that save, they transfer over with you, even if you create a new manager. Your manager's, like, the tracksuit my guy was wearing is the tracksuit he had on in FM23, so it does transfer all that. But if you start a brand new save, you will have to download the FM24 name fix and so on. Now, there are new kits out and available. I've got the new kits for the Premier League and so on, but I'm saving them for my new FM24 series. I'm just keeping this with that FM23 vibe, really. But it was really seamless. But of course, this is now FM24, and there are a few little extra things. Mainly, you've got that new coach, a set-piece coach. Of course, I didn't have one, so I signed one. Steve Gerrard. Not a big fan of the name, but he was the best I could get. Obviously, this is all brand new. You have to do a whole set-piece thing when you start as well, deciding where you want your players to be in the box and what kind of crosses you want them to do, and he will train them that way. So, you know, I love my staff, and I've got a new one. Now then, these are the finances, and how insane do they look? Yeah, they look great, don't they? Now, I wanted to rebuild the midfield, and I've got two central midfielders, and then with new goalkeepers as well. Sort of new goalkeepers, I'll explain later. But you're probably wondering, why are you so rich? Well, something very terrible happened. Twatting bastard Liverpool matched Wilson's £135 million minimum fee. Could not stop it, couldn't do anything about it. Absolutely devastated. This guy was an absolute baller. He was such an amazing player. When we had Hendrick on loan for all those years and we couldn't get him back, I just felt really lucky that I went off to Brazil and found a like-for-like replacement. I think he's better than Hendrick. He's been a great servant. Honestly, it was really, really gutted. But I think I felt a little bit better, because last year Wilson was injured for the first part of the season and Kosa started playing, and Kosa played a lot for me last year and scored a lot of goals, and he himself was a wonder kid and he's a fantastic striker. So he's going to be the number one boy now, meaning that young lad I signed in the last episode, if you can remember, who's 16, wasn't a wonder kid or anything. I just liked his ability. I signed him for £12.5 million minimum fee. He's now 17, so he's going to be my backup striker. I know he's not the quickest, but he gets interest this season from the entire Premier League. So there's something there. Like his hair. Got new regen faces. I love that hair. Some of these regens, by the way. There's one effect. I don't know if they're trying to go for a freckle effect, but it looks like someone's got a stick, picked a bit of dog shit up and flicked it on the face. It's shocking. So I wanted to rebuild that midfield. I wanted new midfielders. I wanted gritty midfielder, or at least one. Coming to find one. They're very attacking minded players, the two I've got, but I'm okay with that. First one is Eric Darmen, right? Signed from Borussia Mönchengladbach, right? For about 60 mil combined. I think about 20 million initial fee. Fantastic player for two reasons. One, he is a central midfielder and good at that. Two, he looks like he could be an absolutely freaking awesome striker. Help out, won't we? Next player signed for 58 million combined from Real Madrid, and I was quite surprised they were allowing him to go. But then I realised maybe there was a reason. He does pick up a few injuries. He misses quite a bit of the first part of the season. Maybe that was it. Maybe they saw that in him. I don't know. I don't care. I was happy again. Goalkeeper-wise, I'm back off to Brazil. I've loved Brazil in this series. It's been great for me, for players. Centre-half, strikers, and now a goalkeeper. Vladson the Impaler, 21-year-old. I think he's really, really good. Minimum fee of about 11 million or something. Easy money out there. Get some top players. Now he's down as a backup, but he's probably going to be my number one. Now my number two was a little bit of a surprise, right? Because I signed him last year, but he was just a good young keeper. He wasn't a wonder kid, which he is now, right? He was on less than $2,000 a week, so he couldn't get in the first team, but he was young. I just put him for the B team. He just came available. Thought, why not? I can afford him. Let's get him. And then this year, when I was looking at goalkeepers, and I looked and realised he was a wonder kid. I know his star rating is not amazing, but I just thought to myself, give this guy a chance. Give him a new contract. He wanted $40,000 a week. All right, whatever. So he's my backup. So this guy to Leipzig for 20 million. The old backup keeper got 7 million for tennis. He's gone to Marseille. I mean, his time had come, and it was time to move on, and I'm happy with it. You might remember I talked about this transfer. It happened after the January window. He had to go down to B team because I couldn't afford him in the wages. So he went for like 30 odd million to Juve, and that's it. That's all I've done. Don't forget, we won La Liga last year. I just wanted to have one more crack at the Champions League and see what we could do. And the season, it was all right. I'll be honest with you. Obviously, got very excited. The beta came out on like a Thursday evening, and I stayed up very late, just got straight to it. All day Friday, all day Saturday morning, and I got it done. I bashed through it, and I missed quite a few bits. I was talking to friends who were saying, oh, have you seen this in the news? And I was like, oh no, because it's just game, holiday to next game, holiday, just trying to get through it, because I want to start my new series as well, and it's a new game. Even though we'll quickly say everything's pretty much the same, there's a few little extras, there's not much to it. If you're one of those people, I will say this now, that skips a cycle, you could probably skip this, because FM25 is going to be this whole game-changing game. You could probably skip this, I'll be honest. So the bookies have got us in third again. You know, maybe a little bit of disrespect. We are the champions, of course, of La Liga. Now I'd love to retain the title, but I was really going to try and focus on that Champions League as well. The big two, why not? Which means the Super Cup, I'll probably go for that. It's Real Madrid. I don't want to get spanked off them, and we'll see what happens with that. The Copa del Rey B team, that, no care about that, to be honest. Won a couple. I just want to do all right in the Champions League, and this is my last shot. With a team I think's better now. I think we've got a great team, some great players. Wilson is a big loss, but Kosa can step in. I'm sure he can. And we're going to compete. Some ballers, man, especially my left winger, Kulik. What a player he is. The two new midfielders there, Sesma, still a great player. Right back there, Cabral. Kosa, obviously going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders to get the ball in the back of the net. But I was pretty excited. Now, one thing I will say quickly, I'm going to give me proper thoughts on this game, like I said in the next series, but one little feature is you can't offer players out anymore. You can ask their agent what the market interest is like. You can offer them out via this transfer room, which I suppose is like offering them out, or you can hire like another agent who'll take a cut. I mean, one of my pals said he thinks it's easier to get rid of players. I know it's too much of a difference, I'll be honest with you. I know it's too much of a difference. When I was just bashing through this season, once you get through them first little bits, I've got my new set piece coach and blah blah blah. Apart from the colour change, I didn't notice anything else. So pre-season was a dream. My tactics at some time has been a dream. Because your tactic comes over as well. And I'll say that again. When you transfer your save over, your tactic that you've been using in your old save will just automatically come with it. But then when you start a new save, it won't be there. You'll have to load that back up if you want to use that same tactic. But I mean, don't get me wrong, we didn't play some great teams at the start, but I played Schalke and Porto and absolutely annihilated them both. And I rotated. So I had high hopes for this season. But before we move on, it's kind of a shame. The board themselves, not me, maybe because they made a fortune in letting Wilson go, it didn't help me fight it, decided themselves to build a new stadium named after a former legend. He's on the icon list, I think, Langara, 46,000 capacity stadium. Moving at the end of the season. We'll never get to see it, but it is a nice little final touch. So let's jump forward and get right into this season. Now we've moved forward to January the 1st. Now I do want to say one thing. Obviously my computer's the same computer, and I have talked to a couple of my friends who played the game as well, and I'm finding this is going to be great for me. The in between games, obviously I play a game, a lot of the games to bash through it I'll just do in commentary, unless it's like Real Madrid, say. I'll play that in key highlights, right? And then in between games, if there's nothing happening, nothing important, I just holiday. It gets me through the season quicker so I can get my content out. And I'm noticing the game is processing well quicker, like really quick, like going, and I'm getting through it a lot faster, even faster than I normally do, and I hope it stays that way. I didn't even change the detail level to make it go quicker. I need to get on that really, don't I? Anyway, you probably noticed, we are top of the league by 5 points. Lost 1, drawn 1, won 16. Coast is scoring goals, he's competing with Hoyland and whoever that guy is from Elche. But yeah, Real Madrid, Barca behind us. The usual boys, really. But you know, we started well. Can keep this up. I'd love to go back to back with the title. And here are the results in the league. Look at that. 7-1 against Granada. Couple of good wins, a draw, a load of great wins, an 8-0er. I mean, look at that, a 7-1, 8-0. What's going on here? Might change when the full game comes out. Don't forget, this is just a beta. 7-1 there. That's a great game, that, against a rival. Again, doing really well. Got beat off Madrid, which was unfortunate. You can see we went 1-0 up. Gutted. 2 goals dead quick. Nicked it off us, but bounced back against the other Madrid 3-0. Now, of course, I did have issues, didn't I, last season? The squad salary budget was 1.4 million. They gave me an extra 300 grand, so it's, as you can see, it's 1.7 million. But I had to have less players again. I think I had 23 maybe last year, 22 this year. People obviously want pay rises, but, and I didn't really try this before, people were accepting less money if I gave them more an appearance fee. So whatever, say they're on 50 grand and they now wanted 100 grand, it was just going to ruin this for me, wasn't it? So I was saying, right, no, you keep 50, or sometimes I was saying, how about 40? And I was just adding 60 onto an appearance, and they all were accepting it. So I kind of squeezed the life out of it, really, and just about managed to put a team together. It's a bit annoying, honestly, because I bet you Barcelona and Real Madrid, I should have a look, really. I've got more than £1.7 million a week. So this is a squad at the halfway point. I made average rating, and you know, players are stepping up. Put a good young side together. Some of them are really coming of age. I love doing this. I've done it many times before. It is a joy when you put all the work in and to see it. And it's just nice that I've been able to do this, because I've had series like this in the past where I might have just done one more season, and then the new game drops, and that's it. You have to cut ties with it, crack onto the new version of the game, start something new. It's weird that the first video for me on FM24 is an FM23 series, but I don't care. It's been nice because I did want to do it, and I did promise it, and then the game dropped early, kind of, didn't it? And I thought, shit, and then it's been great. It's like a nice way to say goodbye to it, but can we do it in style? Well, when it comes to the league, by the 1st of April, it's getting tasty. It's getting tasty. We've got a game in hand, which would put us level on points with Real Madrid, level on everything with Real Madrid, which is always a worry, because as you know, in that first game in the league, they beat me, and it's games against if you've got the same points, innit? So yeah, anyway, we haven't got anyone in the top goal scorers, but you know, I'm gutted about Wilson, you know. I hate that. It's a great amount of money. So we paid for a new stadium, but it's gutting, isn't it, when you have a superstar and you lose them and you're powerless to stop it. So these are the games from the turn of the year, and it's got a bit more obviously sketchy, but it's a Super Cooper, whatever it's called. Obviously Champions League, and I've tried to do that as well. I've took a lot of risks in the league, probably dropped points in the league because of the Champions League, because I really wanted to do well in that and try and focus on that if I could. Obviously got beat off Atletico Madrid right there, drew a couple of games. Barcelona, you can't knock that, to be fair. That was a shocker. The last one. Won the Super Copper though. Look at this, all extra time shenanigans. Real Madrid, look at that. Gotta love that. Gotta love beating Real Madrid. Just because they beat me like 20 times on the road, didn't they? And then that first win was in the Super Cup a couple of years ago, and we FM'd and they absolutely battered me. Beat them 1-0. Firmino goal. Never forget it. It was amazing. Such a great feeling. And then extra time again to beat Villarreal, who are a great team. So another trophy in the bag for the last season. Onto the Copa del Rey, and we're out of it in the semi-final. We didn't do too bad, to be fair, because we're pretty much B-teaming it. Won 8-0. Played Legans, B-teaming it pretty much. You can't always B-team it. You got to... It depends when you've got a 22-man squad. Villarreal 2-1. Happy with that. Osasuna 2-1. And then again 3-2. Beaten in both legs. Do you know what? A club like Osasuna, hope they go on and win it. And they've got a good chance. I like that. I like that. If we're not in it, to see Osasuna and Real Sociedad in the final, it's great. Great for the country, great for football, that clubs that don't usually win trophies might have a great chance of winning one. Well, one of them will, won't they? What about the Champions League, though? Well, we got in the top 8, and they always say this, like a broken record. That's all that matters with this new format. Don't matter if you're top, don't matter if you're 8th, you just want to get in that top 8 to bypass a round. And as you can see, these are the results of that group phase and the last 16 knockout, which we've got through to play Milan. It's a bit Italian, this, I tell you. So yeah, we drew with Liverpool, beat Newcastle, beat Slavia Prague, got beat off Galatasaray, which I know we were away, but I was devastated with that. I think that was piss poor. That's brilliant. Love that. All day long, give it me, feed it me, I don't care. Again, Ajax, great team, I know, but disappointed with that. But then a 7-0 and a 2-1, going on to play Berlin, who we beat just really. Just. Money's still mega. I mean, I'm overspending there and then wages, but that's for the entire club. No issue though. I mean, this club's in a great place. A great place. Like, could go on and on and on and on, really. They just need more money. They need to be able to expand that money and ask. I don't know how it works. Does anyone know how that works? That squad cap. Because it just goes up every year a little bit. It takes years for it to get massive, but then I'm guessing everyone else's grows with it. Well, it was all about the Champions League, and, you know, we did well-ish in the group. We had some great results, the Man City one. And then Hertha Berlin, we should be beating them. We had Milan away. And we got beat piss poor. We were piss poor, to be fair, and I didn't hold up much hope. But at home, you can always put on a performance. And we did it. Some of my best players down the left, kicking ass, Kosa, getting on the goal sheet, winning 3-1, getting through to face Milan's best mates, Inter, who are a good team. But I'm thinking, this is alright, this. I feel like we're kind of swerving Premier League teams, which is kind of what you want to do, really, on this, because they've got a great chance of beating me. Or PSG or someone. And getting Italian teams, I felt quite lucky. And we did alright. 2-0. We got beat 1-0 in Milan. Yeah. Didn't turn up again. Bit shit, to be fair. That was quite easy, wasn't it? Quite nice. Champions League final to face PSG. PSG, who we've had results against in the past with lesser teams. Gotta be a live com this, hasn't it? Could be a right send-off. The thing is, the league is not yet decided. And I've got to play Real Madrid. So we're going to do a mini live com here, where we just jump in for goal replays, save the big live com for the Champions League final. Looking good though, isn't it? Looking good. Look who's top goal scorer, by the way. Right, resurgence. And these are all the results. I've reversed the dates. So I've got Real Madrid and Sevilla away. But it's Real Madrid at home. God. Which I'm pretty sure if we win, we've won the league. Could do a double. Been exciting, you know. It's been mad because I got through it. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to start playing my next one. A lot's gone on in our personal lives the last few days. I won't get into it. It's nothing major. Well, it is. But it's okay. But I wasn't able to make any videos over the weekend. I might tell you about it more in the future when things sort out. But knowing this and playing another save and just having this in the back of my mind, it's been exciting. So here we go. Last home game ever in this stadium. Mental. Now Kulik, he's on the bench. I would have loved him at the start. He's not 100%. I'm already taking a risk with Diamond, the central midfielder. But you've got to take some risks. We can do this, you know. We can do it. We can. Yeah, if we win this, that's it, innit? Title wrapped up. Well, there we go. It's 1-0. Just under 12 minutes gone. Iban here, what a player. Threads it through to Sargent. Probably won't have started today, but he's took his chance. He's scored his goal. 1-0. Tenase has been sent off. This is not what I need. Don't need 10 men. So long left in the game. Do you know what? I thought when he went off, Real Madrid would start turning the screw. They haven't. We've been brilliant since he got sent off. 2-0. Well, it's half time. We're down to 10 men, but we're winning 2-0. Real Madrid did a little bit more, but I still think we were really good. I didn't notice we'd gone down to 10 men. We're at 2-0 now, 45 minutes to go. 45 minutes away from a title. Back to back. I mean, I'll jump in now because look at the average ratings. Bossing them. We just want it more. We definitely want it more. We're doing this with 10 men. Absolutely dominating Real Madrid. This is just a great way to end a series when you have all that doubt for so many years and things finally come together properly. Sorry. When the replay came on, my thing was near there. I pressed skip just naturally. I forgot that you're supposed to be watching it as well. It's 4-0. Another Costa goal. I'm not going to miss this one for you though. What the hell is going on? What the hell? To go down to 10 men after 20 minutes and just still dominate and control and destroy Real Madrid. You don't deserve the title, Madrid. It's ours. Well, there we go. We were top of the league for most of the season, but I felt really good about it. There were times when I thought maybe we might balls it up when Real Madrid really starts to push us again. And going into this game, if you'd have told me you're going to be down to 10 men after 20 minutes, I'd be thinking, now we're blowing this. Go to Sevilla, trying to get a result. But this is a character, this is a team, right? And I knew this is why I wanted to do that 10th season. I just needed some more quality midfield, a new goalkeeper. And I mean, even losing our superstar striker, we had a great guy to back him up. And here we are. And this is, by the way, the new graphic. I think there's a few new angles. When you win a trophy, it's still pretty much the same. So there's 3 days now before Sevilla away. Doesn't really matter. We're champions. And we've got a lot of tiredness, a lot of fatigue. Tenacity will be suspended for that anyway. Got to beat in this. Don't care for the result. Because my main goal was always that Champions League. I think we've had a bit of an easy run once we've got in the knockouts. The real test is going to be that final, but win or lose, it's still special that we got there. Well, what a way to go out. Last year we did this. The B teamed it because I didn't care anymore. I think it was against Elche and we got beat. This year B teamed it, even putting a central midfielder on the right wing, and we won 4-1 away. Character depth. This is destiny now. And that's the final league table. Real Oviedo back to back champions. Buzzing. The real things now, I get excited with this, mate. You know I do. Just in case you're interested, Osasuna won the last Copa del Rey of the series. Fair play to them. I love to see that. And of course, PSG absolutely ran away with their Farmers League. Can we stop them? Now look at that. They've got Saka, Mbappe. They've got Jamal as well. And they've probably got 10 million quality. Bloody hell, they've got... Oh my God. I'm not looking at the squad anymore. Might scare me. We'll see the team sheet in a minute. Let's go, boys. Welcome to the Olympic Stadium in Berlin. We played here already this year against Berlin. Drew 1-1. They played a 4-4-2. Got some absolute bottlers on that team. Look at the sky. It's yellow. And so is our kit. We're playing in our beloved Denton Villa. Black and yellow. I've noticed the sky having different colours. Why? Don't get it. I don't get it. But this is the Champions League final. It's what I wanted to play this last season for. Worked really hard, concentrated to try and get us here. Probably had an easiest run, the Milans and the Berlins, but it is what it is. You can only beat who's in front of you. And now we've got to beat PSG. It is the champions of Spain versus the champions of France in the final. No Premier League teams to be seen, which is quite refreshing. Even though I am an Englishman, not a lot going on here. I'll be honest with you now, the graphics I don't think have changed at all. Nothing in the background, stadiums of players. A lot been said about player movement, and I have noticed that. You know, there's some touches, some goals that have changed, things like that. Movement does look better, although it is the beta. And I talked about it instead of podcast I filmed recently. I'll put a link to it down below. Please go and check it out. The Offbeat podcast. It's only about 30-40 minutes long. Me and two other guys just talk about FM24 and our initial reactions to it. I mean, initial reactions to this is, oh shit, we're getting beat 1-0. I think it was my first pre-season game with Real Oviedo. I wanted to see what it's like, so I played it. And I remember my winger pinging it over from the left to the right, went over the winger's on the right's head. He chased it down to the corner flag, defender there. He 1-2'd it with the corner flag around the defender. Got around, crossed it in, we scored from it. Don't know if that's legal. 1-2ing with the corner flag. I've never seen that before. Maybe it's a new feature. Jesus. Let me know your initial reactions if you're playing the beta right now of FM24. It is just the same game with a few extra tweaks. Christ. Do we expect that? Probably. It's what's been happening for years now. The game doesn't really change too much. One of my friends, Mitchell, said it's probably just a bridge to FM25, and I said, well, it's probably been a bridge to FM25 for the last 5 years, to be fair. I just think maybe charging us £40 for it is a bit cheeky. I think it should, now they've really give us the information of FM25, it's going to be a new game engine. It's going to be completely different. This whole revolutionary change. I think this should have been a lot cheaper. I think it should have said, right, you can have FM24 for 30 quid. Do you know what I mean? But this transfer and a save was a great idea, and it's something I asked Miles Jacobson about 7 years ago. On Twitter, he absolutely ridiculed me, basically called me an idiot for it. I ended up getting bullied quite a bit from different people online, and we're getting beat 2-0. And I took offence to that. I thought, that's a bit shady. I'm just asking you a question. I think it's a great idea. And I might have called him something quite nasty just because I was getting so much hate. And he blocked me, and I've been blocked by Miles Jacobson for 7 years. I don't get invited to anything. I'm probably not got a big enough channel to get invited to anything, but I've definitely got blacklisted that day. Oh, well, anyway, we're 2-0 down. Got a highlight right before the end of the half. They've got some players, but we have a better team than this. Can we pull ourselves back into it at the end of the first half? Come on, Kullik. People need to start showing up. Lofts it right in. Fraser in there. Oh, that's what we needed. That is what we needed. We're back in it. 2-1. Game on, boys. Game on. That's what we needed, man. I mean, and they are great, but so freaking we. Just not showing up, and we've done that a few times this year, but just managed to get through. But I'm making no changes just yet. I mean, defensively, it's probably not my number one defence. My left back, my backup left backs actually, who can cover at centre half, is covering at centre half just because of fitness, even though we had 12 days off. But yeah, I have started playing a new save, and honestly, yesterday I absolutely marathon sessioned it. I'm already into March, so if I get home tonight, I'm going to try and finish that off and try and get it filmed and out maybe, not Tuesday, I'll probably get it out Wednesday. I'm being my beloved Man United like I was last year. I want to... Vladislav! This is a final, this is a game, come on! Yeah, I'm doing United, I'm going to do a few seasons with United, and I'm going to use another new feature, the My World feature, where it scraps all the transfers that were made in real life, and you start off with more money, and you start off with the squad that ended last year, and you get to make your own choices. Some have made similar, and some have absolutely brilliant. Honestly, I've absolutely loved it. So I'm going to have a good few years of United, and we'll see what happens. See if we can get them to win a Champions League, get them back on top, and try a few other little things out, which I'll talk about in that series. But hopefully you'll check it out, even if you're not a United fan. We'll freshen this up, because it's looking like it was looking like we could go extra time. We'll see what happens right now. Just because we're on the ball don't mean something's going to come from it. We could balls this up. But I've seen a few things. Goalkeepers, I've had a lot of injuries in my goalkeepers in my United save. I'm in a group with other players. They've all had the same. Having both goalkeepers injured at the same time. Hopefully, I don't know if it's a beta fault. I've seen a couple of mistakes from defenders, mainly in other teams, to be fair, that I've capitalised on. But I mean, it does seem good. When you're watching the games, it does feel like a slight improvement, but it's nothing groundbreaking. And if they're going to have this brand new match engine anyway, this new complete different engine, is it City Skies, Skylines, whatever? They're using the same engine as that. Go! Oh no! No! Don't take his 41st goal of the season away from him. That is his moment. Checking goal review. Come on. Oh yeah! It's in! Come on! There you go. A million players have just come on the pitch. I mean, we're well over here. It's only 4 minutes. It doesn't matter. Come on. This don't look any different, does it? The Champions League one. Oh man. Proud father. Buzzing with this, to be fair. Absolutely buzzing. Go on, lads. A Champions League trophy. I do like that little touch, to be fair. Not a bad haul, eh? Not a bad haul. A couple of Copa del Reys, couple of Super Cups, 2 league titles of the Champions League. It's to go 2-0 down and look like we were just not going to show up and let the game run its course and lose. To come back like that makes it all the sweeter, doesn't it, eh? What a performance in the end. What a way to go out on top, man. So there we go. First FM24 video is the end. of my last FM23 series with Real Oviedo. It's been an absolute pleasure, and anyone who's stuck with this, I really do appreciate it. If somehow you found this because it's on FM24, you missed a cracking series, but thank you for watching the last one. I appreciate all of you. Hopefully you're going to stick with me for the year. Got another year to get through, loads of content to get through. Series, rebuilds, stories, the Journeyman, the Sub-League. It'll come thick and fast, I promise you. But I've got to wrap it up here because, like I said, there's stuff going on. I need to sort some stuff out. But yeah, thank you. Honestly, what a way to go out, man. It gives you such a buzz, doesn't it? This game never ever, it does disappoint sometimes, but when you get them highs, man, come on. Absolutely love it. Love you too. Make sure you smash the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell, and you'll never miss anything I do. Hope you're happy as I am. Hope you're safe. Hope you're good. And again, let me know what you think if you're playing FM24 right now on the beta. I'm Booed. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.